No, ice cream.
Actually, you want a good representation of what pussy tastes like? Lick the back of your hand. Okay, count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then smell it where you licked. That smell is what pussy tastes like.
It is.
Isn't it? That was crazy.
That was crazy. What's your feeling on like feet?
Feet?
Yeah. How you feel about feet?
We've been joking about this a lot in the last couple weeks.
Okay.
And I've been trying to feel it out and what the
You've
hell
been trying to feel girls' feet?
Yeah, no, that was no. No, I do. I like them.
And
this will be the first place that I'll admit, other than to my lover, I like feet.
Yeah. See, I don't like feet.
Yeah? You just make the joke?
I don't mind feet. It's not like I'm grossed out by feet,
okay,
but
good.
It's not like they don't do anything for me. It's just like it's feet, you know?
No, I find a nice pair of feet very sexy.
Like if we're laying down, she like her head toward my feet, my towards her. She can put her feet on my chest, and like I'll massage her feet, whatever. But I'm not gonna lick her toes. I'm not gonna lick her fucking toes. That's weird. Cause like, what if she'd been
walking around on salt
and vinegar chips all day? I'm all about safety first, you know.
Yeah.
Seatbelts, condoms, blinkers, hard hats in construction zones.
True.
Elbow pads when you're skating.
Yeah. Bike helmets. That brings up a question that I've wanted to ask you. I was gonna text it to you, but I'm glad I've waited.
Okay.
You've got a 3DS, correct?
I do have a 3DS.
I don't know why I said correct, because I know that you have it. Have you taken a picture of Victoria's boobs with your 3D camera on your 3DS yet?
I have not, because I barely even use my 3DS.
Once I got my 3DS, that's the first thing I thought of doing. Once I found the camera, it was just like, oh wait, this will take 3D pictures? Boobs.
So
makes perfect sense.
So then you've taken pictures of your girlfriend's boobs.
No, she won't let me.
What? What's her reasoning behind that?
I don't know. I don't know if she thinks it's gonna get out, or
you can't even like send pics
I don't think
from
you
your
can.
3DS.
I don't think you can send.
As far as I know.
Yeah, that's it. I haven't fully used my 3DS. I don't think it's just like, well, there's Pokemon. I can't figure out how to turn like whenever you take a picture, it makes a big like you took a fucking picture of the camera.
Yeah.
So I can't take pictures covertly.
Thus, you can't get pics of your girlfriend's boobs in 3D.
Exactly. So because I can't figure out a way to turn that off. I mean, I guess I could just cough.
Yeah, I was
tried
trying
to take a picture.
That's actually exactly what I was about to say. Was
why do you keep coughing when you're playing that 3DS and pointing it in my direction? No reason.
While I'm naked.
It's always, you weren't even playing it a second ago. As soon as I stepped out of the shower, you ran in the other room and got it.
You know, that actually is. Have you ever been trying to take a covert photo on your phone and then realize you have the sound on and it's just like, and
or
you're like, whoa.
Or the fucking flash.
Or the flash is on.
The flash is just like.
And you're like, oh, sorry, I turned my flashlight on real quick.
Yeah, that happens when I get a text, and then you get a text immediately afterwards, and it doesn't flash, and it's just like, I'm just gonna leave, and I hope to never see you again, Mom. When a gay couple, female or male, get married, how do they decide who gets to walk down the aisle?
What do you mean?
Well, okay, like at a regular wedding, the groom stands at the end with all the other people.
Okay.
Like the groom stands up there. And then the bride walks up the aisle. But how do you decide in a gay couple
who's walking,
who gets to walk and who has to stand?
Not to sound like a stereotypical asshole, but I think in most gay couples, there is still sort of that like one's more masculine than the other.
There's the bitch and the butch.
Basically. Or I don't know, maybe no one walks, maybe they're both already there, or maybe they both come out together.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you're already kind of playing with like, well, what's the typical marriage, like wedding?
That's
like,
already being like, well, we're not typical, fuck you.
But it just, I don't know, it just popped in my head. Ray's answer was the prettier of the two would most likely do the walking.
That's actually,
and I was like,
not
okay,
terrible logic.
Well, then I was like, well, who would walk between Dennis and I? And she was like,
Yeah,
well, obviously Dennis. And it was like, thanks, babe. I love you too.
Yeah, but I would crab walk.
I just figured Bernie.
This weird thing's been happening with my phone recently. Have you ever you get a text message and like on your lock screen, like you get the notification of like a text message, and like you can read it,
like the first line or so.
Yeah, the first line, or like if someone says okay, it says okay, you clearly. So sometimes you don't even look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been getting like texts where like my girlfriend will text me and it's like, hey babe, I miss you, and I see it and then I swipe open to like text her back, and it opens up like the app, but like her text isn't there. Like it doesn't show up. Does that ever happen?
I can't think of a time that it's happened, but I mean I understand because sometimes there is a lag.
Yeah, but it's weird though. Like, how does my phone get it? But then doesn't like register
until like later.
And so I'm looking at it. It's like, do I text back now? Like, I've already read your text of like, good morning.
Yeah, but then
do I then text, and then does my text end up showing up to you before you sent it? Did I get your? Am I in the future? Like, is my phone pulling up future messages?
I just think you'd run into a bunch of problems that way. Because like, what if you got a text like babe, hey babe, we need to talk, and like the message goes on, but you only see that part of it.
So then I'm texting back and I'm just like, no, like, because it doesn't show up. I'm like, no, babe, don't do this to me.
Yeah, because you think it's something, obviously whenever you hear that, babe, we need to talk.
We need to talk. And I'm like, babe, don't do this to me. And then she texts me back and it's like, we need to talk about how bad I want to fuck you right now.
Yeah.
But I'm all like, no, don't do this to me.
She's like, well, fine, then never again. Just never again. And then you're just ruined. And then you're like, well, can we break up now? Like, if you're not going to have sex with me.
You might as well. Babe, we need to talk.
No, that doesn't happen to me, though.